We have a special delivery in the studio today. We've got some new makeup in from Prada. I wanted to try it out with you guys. I have tried a few things from Prada. Some for me are hits, some are misses, and I'm very curious about this new launch. Let's open it up. What we have are the new concealers. We have 3 shades. The Prada Conceal Blurring Micro Correcting Concealer awakens the look of skin, medium buildable coverage, conceals and unifies skin infused with micro filter pearls, TM. Optimizing light diffusion for a blurred yet radiant finish and smoother looking skin, crease resistant. All right, so what that's telling us is that it's kind of the same technology that you would see in setting powders and foundations. The goal is always to perfect the texture of the skin and give a smoother overall appearance, because we all know that skin has texture, skin has pores, some larger than others, and everyone wants to hide that, right? So that's what that means. All right, so these are my 3 shades. Now I purchased this myself. It wasn't sent to me. I purchased the Prada foundation when it launched. I like the formula. I have issues with the undertones and the shades in the Prada foundation, but the shade that I have is, actually you have to look at the top, MN55. It's refillable. You can put it in like this. So I bought this on launch. And as you can see, I haven't really used it, but let's put it together today. And I did pull a couple of other Prada goodies that I have to see if we can finish the look. But of course, our main focus is the concealer today. So I'm gonna take a few pumps of our foundation and let's just go ahead. Okay, but it's a little pinkish. It's a little pinkish, I find, and I might actually mix a little bit of the concealer with it. Deeper shade. Well, the mid-tone shade of the concealer. Can you see that? And we're gonna just mix that. This formula is actually something that I would like for mature skin. It is hydrating. It doesn't sit weirdly on the skin. My skin is a little bit dry and flaky right now. Let's see how it's handling. Doing a pretty good job. A little bit of flaking on the side of my nose. That's to be expected. Has nothing to do with the foundation. There are no flakes in the bottle. There are no flakes in the bottle, guys. That's your skin. This is our foundation. I think that looks a lot better, adding in a little bit of that warmth to the foundation. So now we can go in with our concealer. And I'm gonna try it 2 ways. I'm gonna go in straight under the eyes. I'm using MN6. I'm gonna go in straight under the eyes because I wanna see what this wand shape feels like. Shaped like your fingertip, and then it's not overly wet. Has to do with the, oh, I like that it said, hang on, let me show you. That cute little cheeky Prada on the wand. That's a cute little touch. Feels like foamy. And when I was trying to get that product off on the back of my hand, there wasn't much product coming off. And one of the reasons why I always say don't go in under your eye straight with concealer like this, like basically like what I just did, is you can apply too much, right? You can apply too much. And when you want to talk about creasing and separating of our concealer, that's usually the main culprit, right? That we've applied too much product under the eyes. But something within the wand is why am I losing my words? Is preventing an over application. So you would have to like stick it back in, gloop it on, stick it back in, gloop it on. So it's kind of making it a little bit foolproof, which is why I wanted to just go in. Because you guys see, and you've never seen me do that. I just did a full covering the entire surface of concealer, and it was not too much product. It really wasn't. And the texture of that tip, it blended it nicely. It actually reminds me, we just did an under eye concealer application video on the channel. I'll put a little thingy up here for it so that you can see we're talking about different tools to apply your under eye concealer with to get the best result. And I pulled out the Artist, 2016 era concealer brush, and I'm keeping it close because I did want to use it. It reminds me, this Prada applicator reminds me of that. So thought went into that concealer application, which I do appreciate. And in sitting and talking, let's see how it settles into my under eyes. Do have natural folds, and when I talk, I squint. So product is going to move, and it depends on how the product sets itself. The other side, I want to do my usual application. And just so you can see, this is all the product that came off of that one. And I gave it a good smush and turn to get everything off. And this is all that came off. So that's what I mean, like whatever is in that component and the shape of that, it pulls off the excess so you have like just the right amount on the wand so that you can just go in and do what you need to do. So I definitely appreciate that. I feel like I have an eyelash in my eye. Oh my gosh, I feel something. Whew. Hold please. It was an eyelash. I got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me put in some eye drops because usually when that happens, it's just like a permanent irritation. And I know some of you are gonna freak out, like she did not just put eye drops in. We do this on set all day long. We have to, like, eye drops are actually incredibly essential for filming and touch-ups, because if you think of the hours that we're going for, when our cast is getting tired and sleepy and cranky and eyes are turning red, and they weren't red when we started the scene in the morning, and you still need to have that same freshness, and then half of the crap that blows in our eyes randomly. So we have all as a unit learned how to do eye drops over makeup. So see, remember, pro channel, okay? I feel like I could do with a little bit of color correcting. So for science, I'm going to remove this eye again. I'm going to put on my color corrector, and then let's put the concealer on top and see how they play together. My usual corrector is Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use my finger and tap our concealer because I want to make sure I am not moving my corrector. that definitely made a difference, putting that corrector first. This is still not bad. This is still not bad on its own. I would not mind this for an everyday, keeping my face really clean and minimal. If I'm gonna do like an eye look, I definitely would pair a corrector with it. But on its own, it does do a pretty good job, realistically, of neutralizing my under eye dark circles. There's a little excess on my finger, on my hand. I'm just gonna add it to this side. We're going to set it a little bit. I'm just gonna use a setting powder that I have. I don't have the Prada. I think there's a powder now. I don't have the Prada powder. So I'm just using another luxury powder. I do like this powder a lot. I would link to all of the products that we're using in the description. Just get a bigger brush just to dust a little bit of powder. I went off script a little bit with my eyes. I do have these two Prada eyeshadow palettes, but I actually didn't want to use any of these colors today. There is another color that I want to get. I love these eyeshadows. If you guys want me to do a video on these eyeshadow palettes, comment and let me know. We can definitely do that. The Prada mascara, which I like, I don't love. I'm gonna be very honest. It is not dramatic enough for me. But I do like the formula. And the brush is very interesting. So if you're someone that you want a really nice lengthening mascara, then this is definitely up your alley. This is it. Our main focus was, of course, the Prada Concealer, which, you know what? I like it. I really do. And the colors seem to be better than the foundation. The foundation, I love the formula. Not a fan of the colors. So even when, like, there was a client that I really wanted to give her this Prada foundation, but the colors just weren't right. It wasn't there. So I'm hoping that, I don't even think that it's a shade extension. It just, to me, needs to be redone. I also have a little Prada lipstick, so I'll just put that on. Okay, so the lip was the Prada Light Glowing Lip Color in shade 019. Brown. Brown? If you say so. Overall, looking at my complexion, it is gorgeous. I really like the finish. We did add the concealer into the foundation. Everything mixed together nicely. So maybe if you also have the foundation and the color is a little off, maybe you can use one of the concealer colors to adjust that for you so that you get to use up that product. I know that we all have splurged on ourselves. We said we wanted to treat ourselves, and then we've been disappointed in our selections for some reason or the other. So hopefully that can help you. And I wanted to I always like to talk a little bit. I mean, in general, yes, that's what we do. But I like to do that especially when we're testing and looking at under eye concealers, because this is how I am naturally. I talk all day long. I be squinting at people. Okay, this isn't all day long. So to see what the movement, how it settles into my skin, lets me know how it's going to wear. And it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty natural. You can see my natural lines here, which has nothing to do with the concealer. That's my anatomy. And it looks good. On this side, I feel like I can see, actually no, I just have a longer line on this side than I do on the other. I was gonna say I feel like there's a tiny bit more texture, but this is also the side with color corrector, so there is technically more product sitting on my under eyes. But overall, I think I would rate these a 9 out of 10. I love the packaging. I love the wand component. I am really impressed by that. You can hear that suction, and then there's a little pop that happens in the tube. The texture of the product is a really nice gel consistency, which to me is the superior texture for under eye concealers. I think that gel, that kind of fluffy, between a gel and a mousse. I don't want to say mousse because, you know, mousse is a drier texture, but think of that fluffiness but gel, right? Like a gel type texture. Those just tend to sit much better under the eyes, and I found lately that a lot of concealers are launching with that texture. So I'm really excited for all of our under eyes right now, because I think it's going to be a good time to want to wear concealers. So comment and let me know if you have tried and if you like or you don't like these Prada concealers, or if it is something that you've been curious about and you feel like this video is going to help you take that plunge. And if it is, click that link. Okay, you're welcome. And also thank you. I think I am going to add this shade to my vanity because one of my current favorite concealers that has a similar texture is about to finish. So I will just go ahead and replace it with this because we want to use what we have when we have it. All right, I hope that this video was helpful. I look forward to seeing your feedback in the comments. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share this video so that we can help some other friends out with their makeup application also. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I hope this helps. Bye.